And let's welcome tonight's lead anchor, Rex Rogoth. Rex is a visionary designer with over 30 years of experience in product design, interior design, and architecture. Also known in the drag community as International Lords, Rex recently returned to performing. As president and co-founder of Lantera, he champions mental health awareness through vibrant, inclusive events. Rex, To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, will be screened at Coral Gables on June 28th. Tell me what's happening out, Rex.
Absolutely, Alex. Coral Gables Art Cinema will celebrate the 30th anniversary of To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, with a special screening on Saturday, June 28th at 10 p.m. Directed by Beeban Kidron, this cult classic stars Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, and Wesley Snipes as three drag queens on a wild cross-country adventure. When their car breaks down in Snydersville, they bring color, charm, and chaos to the conservative town. Film lovers and drag fans alike will gather for a nostalgic, laughter-filled night. Tickets and event details will be available at gablescinema.com. You know, I can't believe it's 30 years that this movie's been out. I remember the first time that I did drag was to the theme song, Body Beautiful, from the movie. And I came out in this giant sheet that I had made into a skirt, because at the time my parents didn't know I was gay, and I had to do this kind of performance. And I had my father make me these shoes. And I said I was going as Halloween as Frankenstein. He took shoes and he glued wood to the bottom of them and made platform shoes for me. Secretly, it was for a drag performance at a club in Las Vegas. But I just remember watching that movie and going, wow, this is something that I can relate to. And it wasn't something that I had to feel guilty about watching, because to me, it wasn't it wasn't really a gay movie to me at the time. It was just a movie that happened to have LGBT people in it. But it was really more about life and, how people can come together as a community and get past differences. So, I'm glad that it's being screened again, and I hope that it becomes something like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where we come up with funny lines and things to do during the movie, because I think it really is something that really shows, how far we have come as a community at large, but it also kind of harkens back to that nostalgia that where we all came from. So,
no, it is funny to think about how many years ago it was. It's sad to think that both one of the leads had passed away, along with Robin Williams, who were both in that movie. And just thinking about, I always loved her. I always semi-forget and then remember that Stalker Channing did a wonderful job in To Wong Foo. I loved her. For those that don't, she played like the sort of housewife with the not very nice husband who didn't like spices. It was, the most like cliche, like housewife problem, but like it worked for that movie. And it's always a fun one to see. And my friends and I will always rough each other up and say, why is that Latin boy in a dress crying?
Classic. Absolutely.
No, it's honestly such a phenomenal movie. I am surprised to see that there is really not a piece of film, like LGBTQ film, that has matched it in all these years. And it's so ahead of its time. I think even to get Patrick Swayze, who was like a sex symbol at the time, especially for tons of women all over America, and then you have him in drag, and I think he did such a respectable, very honest job as like what it is to like be genuinely a drag queen during that time, and everything was brilliant, and they really approached it. It's gorgeous, it's heartfelt, and it's not to be missed at all.
Absolutely.
And that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight, which looks forward to seeing you at the screening of To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar on June 28th.